Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have real extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
When you look at the Saints defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Carolina.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the Saints' 31-yard line.
Cowboys, not 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
first and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Come on. Set. Like it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Roll. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check, Bobcat, Riggs.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Lion. Here we go, check. Panther 60, check. Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Street. Let's go now. 19 Tigers. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
The
Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 20. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running for the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Mustang 19. Hawk 18. Pioneer.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Cougar 19.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
The Saints, 6-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers Panthers have taken the lead.
14.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Check. Go street.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Cowboy 80. Go get him.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60. Here we go. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
7 Pirates, Cougar 19.
Score on these guys.
Motion. Reset.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is caught by McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70 Ranger. Cut 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 tight. Let's go. Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They'll set up a throw. We'll try and do this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't hear no more.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
60 Bison. Check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
60 Bison. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Panther 60.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now 2nd and 3.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. 19 Sight. 19.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
7 Pirates. Here we go. Set. 60. Mustang 19.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now 2nd and 5.
15-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19. 60 Bison. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Viking 18, Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a give up the middle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Come on.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
To kick off for Carolina.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Bison.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 19 Lion. Go.
They'll set up to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 6.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they to the opposite sideline.
To kick off for Carolina.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency. You have to be careful as well.
Let's go like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
70, Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
It's a turnover on downs.
Ready, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. They've got his man complete.
Now he's loose again. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big connection on that one. 79 yards.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.